Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome back. I'm out here in the garage today, going to get a little bit of work done, and I want to give you guys an update on some of the new parts that have come in and some of the things that are going on with the build right now. So as you can see behind me right here, I got the exhaust housing for the turbo in. This thing is massive. As you guys can see, it's a T6 housing. It's a 132 AR. With the 96mm turbine that's on this BorgWarner SXE 80mm with the billet wheel, which you guys I showed on a previous video, but I didn't do a really good close-up of it. But this thing is huge, man. It's way bigger than the old T4 76mm was. And like, just for reference, here's my drill. You guys know about the same size of a drill. Just look at that. The size difference right there. It's pretty crazy. Flip this thing over real quick and show you guys the turbine wheel on it. Alright, so got it flipped over. It's got the I think they call this like a half Marmon or a Marmon flange. I don't know the exact name off the top of my head, but it's got this for like a 5-inch downpipe. And then once again you have the 96mm turbine wheel in here. It's a 96 on the big side, and then on this side it's actually an 88mm. So it's going to flow plenty of exhaust. It's going to keep the back pressure nice and low on my small cubic inch motor. Not too worried about spooling it. I got some plans for that, which comes into my next new part that I got in right here. This is the T6 flange I have. It's pre-made by Monkey Fab. You can see the logo right there. It's a really nice piece. Pretty reasonable price. These things are about $100 shipped. This is in mild steel. The stainless steel version is a little bit more. But the welds on this thing are amazing, as you can see right here. And I don't even know how he gets in the middle right there. I didn't want to go through the hassle of building one of these. And this is going to be this is going to be a 2 1/4. A 2 1/4 pipe will fit into this, so I'm going to run 2 1/4 piping from the turbo headers to these collectors right here. Yeah, it's a really nice piece, and it's got this provision right here so you can mount a bracket to it. So that's what I'm actually out here in the garage today. I'm going to actually get this turbo right here mounted in the car, and I'll come over here and show you guys where I plan to mount it at. So I'm probably going to set the turbo right in this area right here. So what I need to do is I need to build a brace that comes off the frame rail right here and comes over. And those 2 holes in that flange I was just showing you will sit right here, and I'll be able to brace the turbo so the weight of the turbo isn't sitting on the hot side piping, which will cause cracks and could mess the hot side up. So I got some stuff in the truck I'm about to go grab, and I'm going to show you guys that, and then I'm gonna get working on this thing. So I went down to my local hardware store down to Rural King, and I got this tubing right here. It's like maybe an inch roughly. Got this square tubing. I got this 1/8 thick piece of sheet metal, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this down short, of course, make it like a plate, and the plate will sit right here against the side of the frame rail, and then I'm gonna cut this square tube right here to come off the plate. It's gonna come off the plate out here, and then that Monkey Fab flange with the 2 bolt holes in it will sit down and bolt onto that square tubing, and that will be what braces the turbo. That's my plan. I hope it works out. We're gonna find out anyways. Measure. From about there.
Where?
From the frame rail right here to the end of
the turbo?
Yeah.
What, from here?
Yeah.
Oh shit. So almost about 11.5.
Alright. Perfect.
Bet right, yeah?
Yep. So I got this bracket welded together. You guys don't criticize me on my welds. I don't weld very often, so they're not really that great, kind of booger welds. I need a little more practice. But it looks like the heat got into it pretty good, and there's penetration on the backside right there. So just to give you guys an idea of what I'm what a visual representation of what I was talking about earlier is, this will sit against the frame rail like that, and then the turbo is going to sit right here where my thumb's at, and it should sit in there pretty nice. I got a drill right here. I've already made a mark, and right over here I already made a mark. I'm going to drill, and the bolts are going to go through this top part of the seam welds right here. Then I'm going to put probably one bolt on the bottom right here just to keep it from, because all the weight's going to be pushing down. So I'll just have one bolt in the bottom for any kind of upward movement. Okay guys, so after a whole bunch of drilling with crappy drill bits, I got it mounted right here. It seems fairly sturdy. I don't know, it's gonna have about 45 pounds hanging on. I only got one bolt holding it in here and one bolt holding it in right here. I'm just gonna set the turbo on it because I'm impatient. I want to see what it looks like sitting in here. And I'm actually not sure if it's going to clear the engine back this way. I believe it will, but if it doesn't, then I'll just move this forward some, and I'll have to tilt the exit of the compressor housing back towards the car to get a little more room right here. So I'm going to wrestle this heavy turbo on here and get it bolted down and see what it looks like. Here goes nothing. It seems fairly sturdy. I don't know. May have to brace it in another spot as well, just so because it's kind of rocking right now. But it's in there. All right, so the turbo is sitting on the brace I made, and I don't know if there's going to be room to clear the engine with the way I have this brace set up, but it is sitting in there. And it looks pretty good in there. See, I'm not sure how far forward the engine sits. It probably will clear it, but I'm not sure. You can get down in here and see the downpipe would come right here, come straight out, and come right out where it usually did. So it may fit. And then another thing I have to look at is right here where the intercooler piping comes out right here. I got to make sure there's room down here, which it looks like there is. I think we're good right there, because that'll just come down here and wrap around to the intercooler. So I'm probably going to leave it at this for now, because I need to put some other stuff in the car to make sure that it's going to fit right before I kind of make this thing permanent and drill another hole over here and just button everything up. But once I do, I'm going to paint it and make it look nice. But I kind of like that. The turbo's sitting kind of up, so it looks good. It'll be able to get a fresh air source from right here. I'm probably going to get an extra headlight and cut a opening right here so we can get like some air flowing through here, and it'll kind of come back in here, and this thing can feed off some fresh air. It'll also feed off fresh air in the fender well right here. So it seems like a pretty ideal position, and it also moves the weight of this turbo. See, you can see it rocking a little bit. I'm probably gonna have to do some extra bracing on this thing, but for now it's sitting there. But yeah, I moved the weight up here on the front right of the car because you think where the driver's sitting at right here, there's more weight on this tire. So moving some weight forward and to the right will put a little more weight on this tire and make the car more even in theory. So, yep, that's that. It's in there. And just while I'm at it, a quick update. As you guys can see, the engine block is no longer here. It's boxed up and on its way to Texas. It's going to get some sleeves, and it's going to go to a 3/6 bore. Piston diameter kind of similar to a Coyote, a little bit smaller than a Coyote, but very, very close to the size of a Coyote bore. I've got motor plates from Team Z on the way. I've got forward-facing turbo headers from CG Fab being built right now that will clear those Team Z motor plates. And then once the engine block and the pistons get back, I'm probably going to do a custom set of CP, Carrillo, or Diamond pistons. So when the block and that stuff gets back, I'll take the crank and all the piston rings and everything else, piston rings, bearings, all that stuff, and get it balanced, and then I'll start assembling the engine. Hopefully before then I can use my use this spare Texas block I have right here, and I'll get a set of heads. Hopefully someone will let me borrow a set of like PI heads or something. I'll put the engine in here with the original motor mounts, and then get my motor plates, tabs welded on the sides back here, and the mid plate and tabs on the back. The transmission is going to need like an 1/8 inch milled off the front of it, so my converter spacing stays the same for the mid plate, because it's an 1/8 inch thick aluminum mid plate. So that's going to have to get done. Converter's probably going to have to be restalled. Got a whole lot of stuff going on. Got a whole lot of work to do. And what seems like not a lot of time to do it, especially with the weather's about to get really bad here. I'm not going to be able to be out here with the garage door open and the warm air. I'll be out here freezing in the garage. So got a lot of work to do. Thanks everyone for continuing to support the channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. All of my subscribers, thank you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't like it. And I will talk to you guys later.